It's the Popples Pajama Party, and it's written by Gail George. Popples are funny little furballs. When Popples move into people's houses, the fun really starts. Sometimes it takes months before the people know that they have a house full of Popple guests. Usually the children are the first to make friends with the Popples. But the day that a little girl named Monica learned that her Aunt Sue and Uncle Bob were coming to visit with her cousins Mark and Judy, no one knew, not even Monica, that Party Popple was listening, and the other Popples were happily living in their closets, under their beds, and all around the house. Monica was excited. Her cousins lived very far away. When she saw them, her cousin Judy was so little she couldn't even walk or talk. Best of all, both of her cousins were going to sleep in her room. It'll be like having a real pajama party, won't it, Mom? Said Monica. I guess it will, answered Mother. And they'll be here on Wednesday, said Monica, and I can hardly wait. Party Popple wondered what a pajama party was. She rolled upstairs to tell all the other Popples. Most of the Popples were having a fine time bouncing from shelf to shelf in the linen closet and playing with interesting things that they had found there. None of the Popples knew any more about pajama parties than Party Popple, but they all wanted to go. It must be a party for pajamas, said puzzled Popple. I once saw some pajamas on a clothesline. Said pretty bit, but they were having a lovely time swinging their arms and legs and dancing in the wind. Since we know that pajamas love to dance, we better plan on making some music, said Party Popple. Wouldn't it be like people to have a party for their pajamas and forget the music? And so the Popples decided to have some instruments and meet in Monica's room at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. Well, during the next few days, everyone was pretty busy for the visitors. Monica was picking up her toys and putting everything in her room. She helped her mother get the guest room ready and cook a pie. Grandpa clipped the hedges and mowed the lawn. Everything looks spiffy, said Grandpa. Everything but the linen closet, said Monica's mother. I don't know how it always gets so messy. At last the company arrived. Grown-ups had plenty to say, but the children just looked at one another. Why don't we show Mark and Judy your treehouse, suggested Grandpa. All before long, the cousins were chatting away like old friends. Little Judy was trying to act grown-up. She didn't want Monica to think she was a baby. She had even left the stuffed bear she usually sleeps with at home. Meanwhile, the Popples have been searching all over the house for instruments to borrow. PC searched through a box of rummage down in the basement, found an old toy xylophone that Monica had played with as a toddler. Puffball found a little harmonica, and Prize Ball found a horn. Well, upstairs in the kitchen, Pancake Popple found some rice in a box, which made a nice noise when she had shook it. Party Popple borrowed a frying pan, and Potato Chip and Pretty Bit took some spoons to beat their pan just like a drum. Prize Popple was practicing tunes on a comb with a piece of tissue. Only little Putter Popple had no instrument to play, and party time was growing closer and closer. The other Popples and Putter could use a straw for a baton, and there would be a band leader. But Putter wanted to play something like the others. Maybe he'd get an idea from listening to the people. While the family was eating dinner, Putter bounced into the empty teapot and listened carefully. His ears perked up when Uncle Bob and Grandpa asked how he liked the new false teeth. I like those rattle traps best when I take them out at night, said Grandpa. That's the only time they stop chattering. At least a perfect instrument, Putter said. Putter hoped Grandpa would go to bed soon. The children played outside for a while after dinner, and then Monica's father called them inside. Get ready for bed. We get to stay up later at home, complained Judy. She was a little nervous about sleeping in a strange bed in a strange room. We don't have to go to sleep right now. After all, we're really having a pajama party. I'm tuckered out. I think I'm going to turn in now too, said Grandpa. Well, once the grown-ups closed Monica's bedroom door, the cousins hopped out of bed. First they played catch with pillows. Then they had a contest to see who could stand the most tickling without laughing. Their giggles brought Monica's father upstairs. "It's time for your kids to settle down. It's almost 8 o'clock, he said. "I know what we can do," whispered Mark. "Let's tell ghost stories with the creepiest, quietest voices." "Great," said Monica. "You start." Oh, how Judy wished she had her teddy bear to hug. Even though she knew the stories were make-believe, she was getting scared. She knew if she fell asleep, ghosts and monsters would bobble through her dreams. She jumped up when the clock in the hall started to chime 8. But what happened next made all the 3 cousins sit up in amazement and turned Judy's shivers into a smile. "Who are you? Where you come from?" asked Monica. The funny-looking creatures all bounced into her bedroom. "We're the Popples," said Party Popple, "and we've been living here in your house. We heard you were giving a party for Pajamas. We'd like to play some music. We knew how much Pajamas like to dance." "A party for Pajamas?" asked Mark. "Pajamas? Pajamas that like to dance?" said Judy. All 3 children covered their mouths to kind of stifle their laughter. "Don't worry," said Pretty Bit. "Popples' new giggles good for people. But if you say, 'Hopple popple, ding dang dopple,' none of the grown-ups will hear you." The cousins said the words, and the room filled with laughter. However, the Popples were disappointed to learn that a pajama party was not a party for pajamas, but a party where people wear pajamas. They perked up quickly when the children begged to hear the Popples band. The band made the funniest sounds the cousins had ever heard, especially Putter Popple's clickety-clackety solo on Grandpa's false teeth. Before long, the children were crawling around the room, laughing and dancing. Oh, and then they were tired. "Now it's time for you and your pajamas to get some sleep," said Party Popple. "Please promise to visit again," said Monica. "We will," said the Popples. When the other Popples left, Puffball bounced into Judy's bed, cuddled up with her. Judy fell asleep with a smile on her face, while funny Popples bobbled through her dreams. You remember the Popples?